Hi, everybody. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of some of the forms and other things you get with your forms package on Rehab Profits. Let's start off by looking at these lease option agreements. What I have here is for every state, I have a state-specific residential lease, and in all but I think 3 states, I have a complete lease to own purchase agreement. So if you click on any one of these things, let's say Florida residential lease, if you look at this is a lease for rental that's approved within the state of Florida. Now, these leases are part of our control through options program, where again, you've read about it within your Rehab Profits documentation. So I don't want to go through every one of these, but you have these leases, which are great that you can use. Actually, let me close this thing out. It keeps popping up. Okay, so and purchase option agreements as well in here. So um, not purchase options, a lease with the purchase option, right? Option to purchase. So you have this whole complete package. So let's look in here also in the mortgage folder. If you're going to record a mortgage or deed of trust on a property, you want to use the appropriate state approved deed or mortgage. So if you look here, like Pennsylvania, click on Pennsylvania mortgage. This will open up, and here you go. You have a legal mortgage document within the state of Pennsylvania. So you can sign it, have it filled out, sign, record, and you're all set. So that's what's in these 2 folders. Now we have a couple assignment agreements. It depends what you're interested in for assigning a property, if that's what you choose to do. Assignment of real estate purchase and sale agreement. So you got this. If you want to assign, see, get it notarized. We have another assignment agreement, and really the choice is up to you. It's kind of what you're comfortable with, what you like. Pull clauses out, and you can edit these, clean them up, make them look pretty. But these are binding agreements that you're free to use. Another assignment of real estate. No. Let's look at authorization release loan information. In some of the material that you're going to have that you've seen in Rehab Profits, it talks about the need, like if you're going to do a subject to, you need authorization to get loan information from their lender. So the authorized party, who's the homeowner, signs this. You're the authorized party. Sorry, the borrower and the co-borrower, the homeowners, they would fill this out, sign date, and you then can contact the bank if they say, "What's your authorization? Here's the property address, the lender name, account number." You provide them with this, and you're good to go. You may want to get it notarized. But that's up to you. I think I would check and see if you need to get it notarized in your state. Balloon note, something real simple. In some of our material on subject to, if there's seller equity, you can take a note, give them a note for payments along with a balloon note, which is a balloon payment due at the end of a certain period of time. So you have this, no need to find that. I got a bunch of spreadsheets. Here's one of them. This is a bathroom remodeling cost estimator. These are pretty cool because I have a few like this where you can select a category and it'll just pop up that category, or you can simply scroll through and start filling all these in. And as you put these items in, quantity, estimated cost, you put these in, and then it'll give you totals, and then you can figure out what it really costs you. These are great ways for planning your rehab, your rehab projects. We'll get into more as we scroll down. So let's look at this bird dog consulting agreement. What is that? This is a great way to get other people to do the legwork for you. So let them find the property, and this is how you pay them. Everything is spelled out, rules, what you need them to do. Pretty straightforward. We talk about it in Rehab Profits on using bird dogs. I got a nice business card template. So if you want to create your own business cards, you can use this. Cash your house, any condition, blah, blah, as we talk about. Feel free to edit these. You can print these out. You get the card stock. It's 10 cards on a page. Print them out and on perforated stock, and you're good to go with business cards that you can hand out as described within the book. Next, we have a contractor agreement. So this is if you're going to use a contractor for any rehab work: scope, time of completion, price, progress payments, general provisions, scope of work, what they're going to do, and it's pretty nice. Here's something called controlling a property with the purchase option. This is one of the items that you get, it talks about uh, motivated seller like to walk away from their property, but they don't want to give up the deed if they're still on the mortgage. I mean, that happens. Not everybody is a subject to candidate that, again, you've probably heard about or you've seen covered in Rehab Profits on the subject to bit. So this talks about something different, controlling a property with a purchase option. And it's pretty good. It gives you good information on how to set a price, how to get comps. It talks about the information that you need to basically reduce the price. So this is pretty interesting stuff. Finalizing a deal, benefits of lease options, all kind of goodies are in here. So this is a 9-page document. You have the PDF version also. A generic deed of trust. I won't go into that. Interior items worksheet. This is another spreadsheet you can use when pricing out interior items. We got a lot of stuff covered. These actually came from contractors, by the way. So these are, real things that contractors use. We have for you a joint venture agreement, standard joint venture agreement. So we talked about doing joint ventures within Rehab Profits. And everybody asks, how do I get a JV, joint venture agreement? Well, you have one. Here's a kitchen remodeling cost estimator. This is similar to the bathroom, but we got kitchen items. So if you look on lighting, click on that, and there's just your lighting. So you can work on any one of these things: faucets, doors, appliances. So you can use this for estimating any rehab work. Now I've got some letters. Letter to attorneys. This is covered in Rehab Profits. Here's a sample of a letter for an attorney. This is how you're looking for candidate houses to buy. So it talks about what you do. Letter to contractors. Contractors are great sources of leads, especially for people who have houses that need work. Bam, bam, fill this out, start sending it to contractors. You're in business. Letter to homeowners in foreclosure. Here's where you need to be a little sensitive. You like to buy your house. We're not realtors, and we understand lots of reasons why people need to sell a house quickly. We put all the words in here for you, so you can just edit these, fill them out, send them out. Now, if you're looking for investor money, we talk about that as well and how to get money. Earn high returns on your investment capital. Here you go. Explains this to potential investors. Letter for out-of-state owners, vacant homes, township officials. You'll love this because township officials are always dealing with homes and homeowners where properties are eyesores. So here's the benefits, why a township official should contact you. This is what I call the mortgage relief program. We have the PDF version and a PowerPoint version. So if we open this up in the PowerPoint version, let's see, it's opening my other screen. Let me drag this across over here. There we go. You're going to get this. This is called the Homeowner Lease Purchase Program. This we call mortgage payment relief, but it's really controlling the home through an option. So introduction, selling a home subject to. So we cover that. Getting your mortgage paid off. Look at the nice graphics we got here. Alternate approach for debt relief. This is what you're pitching. How our lease option program works. Your option to purchase a home, getting property sold. Next steps is selling the house. And there you go. So you can use this right in front with the seller. And if you don't have PowerPoint, well, you have the PDF version as well. Scroll right through. You can print them out if you wish and do it that way. Here's the option to purchase. We have a package of documents. The option to purchase, this has everything in here. So if you open this up, it gives you the option to purchase agreement. It covers the, okay, we have that. Again, notice to exercise. If you actually want to buy it, you fill this out, to exercise the purchase option. You agree to an extension. And if you want to sign it, this is key. A lot of our stuff, you're going to assign the purchase option. Here's your form. You would then assign whether, if it's going to be potential sub 2, where you don't actually buy it, you do a purchase option, you assign that. So another copy of it here. This is a pretty cool one, owner investor. This is, if you're just starting out, this relieves the need for you to buy the property first, potentially get locked into a property you can't unload, that you pay extra closing costs, transfer tax, title search, title insurance. why bother? So you could work with the homeowner, and this document will state the provisions of this owner investor joint venture. This is all covered in the book. So general definitions, obligations, profit and losses, how they're figured out, rights and duties, all the legalese, payment of expenses, homeowner's insurance the homeowner has to keep up, breach, what constitutes breach of the agreement, how do you dissolve it, miscellaneous provisions, damage, loss and damaged business equipment and stuff. So this is pretty cool. So it's a great way to get started. Property information sheet. So this is when you actually have a property under contract, you fill this out, insert address, price, number, all the basic info. You can insert some photos in here. Just copy and paste right inside these cells. You got your photos, other information, how to reach you. You then can save it as a PDF and email it to your prospective. I wouldn't put the address in though. Don't do that. Don't do it unless it's a known buyer that you're working with. You do this, you risk losing. Just put contact me. So I won't be putting addresses in. Property inspection checklist. Another great tool. You've seen this in the book, so you can fill this out. It's a great checklist to have. So here's what I call the property rehab and resell program. This is another seller presentation for the joint venture. We call it rehab and resell. It's all in the name. So we introduce them. We talk about wholesaling and assignments with this neat little graphic. If you're trying to make sellers or homeowners to not want to assign or wholesale and all the other stuff, this is what you want. You just talk about find deals, analyze, negotiate, control, sell, collect fees. Where's the go to settlement? This is typical. Nobody ever buys a property. So here's our overview. Talks about what a joint venture is, protecting your interest in a property, understanding the process, reselling your property once renovated. So all these goodies here. So this is a seller presentation. It helps you close the deal. So we have this and have it in PDF and PowerPoint. So another property rehab. Oh, this is a property rehab joint venture. We talk about this as well too. This is more for with a contractor. If you want to do a joint venture with a contractor in general. So first, second party is pretty generic, but it really talks about, sorry, this is not the contractor. This is for an investor. I apologize. So this is where the first party is you. The second party contributes money. This is if you're working with investors for property rehab. It spells everything out here. No need to track this down. This is my rehab and investment property analyzer. This is the biggie that you see. So we have an instruction tab, rehab cost analyzer. You just start filling all this stuff out, and it gives you all the info that you need on maximum price to offer, which is key, your condition, comments, your checklist, material, labor, totals. So you can import data, not import, but copy and paste over from the other spreadsheets. But look, closing costs, purchase rehab, max loan amount, estimated loan amount, points, total cash needed. I mean, this is great. Monthly cash flow, you can input data. Sorry, this tab's hidden because I have a little thing on the bottom for this recording, but there's actually a tab here for doing cash flow and profit inputs, and it'll actually give you graphs. And that way you can see your graphs. But this is something I custom developed myself, so you're not going to find that anywhere. And there are a couple MP3 files that you'll actually have in your form package that you can play and just listen as I walk through this spreadsheet. So there's actually a few more worksheets in here. I think you get 6 total of these remodeling items. So you have 6 altogether. Additional resources, I'm not going to click on that because that's part of the deal of buying the package. But this is about where to find your money, how to track down private investors, private money, and hard money, a couple other goodies. The Subject 2 primer that I talk about, this is if you're not that familiar with Subject 2, this is kind of a quick primer for you. It's 11 slides. Why get into it, benefits, why would a seller? So it's pretty good. I'll go through the whole thing. And that's really it. There's probably a few more items I think that we have in here. I believe if I look at here on my drive, I go to, let's see, I have a bunch of stuff. I have sub2 forms package. There you go, forms package. So here's the folders: bathroom remodel spreadsheet, another remodeling cost estimator, bird dog, we mentioned these, control property purchase option, bathroom model, exterior remodel, all the exterior factors, home estimating program, interior items worksheet, kitchen cost, your collection of letters. And again, all these items are what you get for the one-time fee of $39. So consider reaching out to the person that sent you the Rehab Profits book. You can pay them through PayPal. That's our easiest way to do this. Contact information is on the end. And yeah, happy investing and look forward to your success. Bye.